see this thing? You just wait a minute. I've had enough of this today. I need a cold snap. Mike's Hard Mango. I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm out of breath. This thing's got a riding mower engine on it. I kid you not. I mean, it's got like an 8 horsepower engine on this little. Why is there a cow rod rain burner on there? I don't know. And the exhaust pipe points at your foot. What I understand, previous owner of this place, and that barn, is packed full of stuff like this. He said he ain't been in there since 1995. Okay, so that's, what, 22 years? And, well, we had 32 years on that Simplicity mower we did. He said this old snapper was used at the same time. Let me get you down in here and let you see what you got. I need another 12 of them. Okay, so look at the monstrosity of that daggum thing. I mean, who puts a motor that big? Look at the fuel capacitise on that thing, would you? It's a snapulator. It's seized up, which is normal. It's perfectly normal. And you know, I ain't looked underneath this thing. It might be a family of snakes living under there. I don't know. Let's flip it over and see. What we got under there? See if we can dump oil everywhere. It's got a blade. Not much of a blade. Got a bunch of spider egg sacks. Old aluminum body snapper. Thing'll run forever if we get it rolling. We're gonna see if we can cut some grass with it today. Let me flip it back over before I get the EPA out here. I want to know why I'm recycling oil in the middle of the yard, if there's even any oil in it. This should be fun. Well, I was getting ready to get some tools and set my tree pod up. And yeah, that old barn over there. It's a 3-story barn. It's got a loft, it's got a ground floor, and it's got a basement. And that mower was down in the basement. That Simplicity riding mower was in the ground level over here. And up in the attic, I was told there's a couple small block Chevy 350s up there on crates. I don't know, I ain't been up there yet. A bunch of old bales of hay and I don't know, mud dauber nests everywhere. Yeah, old Crapulier's still here. Haven't had much time to do anything. I was just getting ready to get some tools and I happened to notice that that's not S-Escalade. So now I gotta go get tools from, bring the, you know. So we'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna go see if I can find my truck somewhere and take some tools and see if we can't open this thing up and see if we can make it work. We'll be back. Well, we made it back. Got S-Escalade, we got some tools. We got a little beard brush. I probably shouldn't do that. It's probably got rat feces and stuff in it. At least I didn't brush my teeth with it, right? Rags, tools, you know. The only thing I'm missing is cold snacks. Mama Bunny is on her way from town. She had to go get some groceries and stuff. And I got my lavalier waspulator looking microphones that I always get. Can you quiet down? Jeez. I don't have no respect for nobody making videos. But I got them little microphone things, it looks like a waspulator. It scares the crap out of me sometimes. And I slack myself, you know, up there charging. So I'll get y'all some better audio here in a few minutes. But we're going to go ahead and tear into this thing and see what we get. First thing I'm going to do is, you know, clean the crap stuff off of it and see if we got any oil in it. And I know it's got old gas in it because I smelled it and it splashed in my eyeball and it burned a little bit. So I know it's not water. That thing's dustier than my grandma's underwear going. There's a little mouse nest in there, isn't it? Yeah. A couple little mouselators in there. I mean, they're not in there, but they've been living there for a while, looks like. They probably got evicted in 1999. They were partying like it was 1999, I'm telling you. I'm kind of intrigued about this old mufflator right here. It's just blowing exhaust fumes all up in your face. I imagine you get a good headache afterwards. I wonder if the throttle works. Hey, throttle ain't stuck. That's a plus. Yeah, carburetor's probably plugged all the way up though. We'll see. We're gonna pull the plug out of it. I'm gonna squirt some juicy juice up in there. Probably some PB Blaster. I called PB Blaster earlier. I asked Mama Bunny if she'd bring me some PB Blasters. She said, what do you need that for? I thought you had some. I said, oh, I'm that PBR. Sometimes I'm just a kid. If you lived with me, you'd understand. There's never a dull moment around Home Renter's house. Alright, well, we got that cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna turn my microphones on and see if I can get y'all some better audio. Get some tools together and take this crankcase recoil cover off and open up this fuel tank and open up the crankcase oil dipstick and see what we got in there, and we'll be right back. All right, now we got some audio. Got my microphones on. Got my tripod set up. Let's dig into this thing and see what we get. Ah, this is the old style. You used to be able to take a flathead screwdriver and stick down in a oil fill tube there. Let me wipe that off with some rag, and I don't want to get all that dirt down in there. Just in case we got a good mower here, a good motor. It is plumb full of oil. Clean oil too. Let me show you. Tastes like 1989 Quaker State in a can. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Ugh. Oh, wow. Oh, tastes like my ex-wife's steak. Ugh. I'd say this thing probably sat in there and just got some moisture and got a little ridge in the cylinder there. Let's take the breather cover off here and see what we get. Got to keep an eye on this microphone system. It's been sitting in the crapalier dead for, what has that been, about 3 weeks now, I guess, since we did that. Really ain't too bad, if I'm being honest. Well, we know where to... Oh, somebody made that out of old couch cushion. That's what that is. You can see where somebody cut it and trimmed it up with scissors and made their own little See, back in the day, you're out on the farm like this, you know, you ain't got, I mean, I've actually made breathers, ow, out of little cookie tins and like stuff, and drilled a hole in it and took some tin snips and opened it up and put it on these carburetors before. So I got some more crap down in here, old straw. But the carburetor is not locked up. It's clean inside, actually. And when I shake it, I can see moisture down inside the bell of the carburetor. And this is something you don't see much anymore. This is a Walbro carburetor on here. And you could tell because the way it is. It looks like a little weed eater carburetor. And you can pull the sides off and pull the diaphragm out. I mean, well, let me get you down in here. I'll show you. It literally looks just like a little weed eater carburetor. See how you can take the side cover off and get to the diaphragm, and I guess it'd be considered a power valve or whatnot. And, I mean, literally, it's just, that is stuck. There we go. And, stuck. Yeah, we're going to get the crankcase off, cover off. I do believe this spring right here is supposed to go under that, so we're gonna fool with that a little bit. And can you believe this is actually still there for the air horn? It don't go on like that. Or yeah, it does. It goes on like so, and you kind of twist it on, and that's a little adapter-rooney there for the thing, and you put the stuff in there like that, and it makes it do the magical wizard stuff. It sucks the air up in there and chops it up and turns it into kung fu. Yeah, we'll be right back. Thought I had a pair of channel lockers there, and I was gonna take that off, and I found, yeah, you remember these from SS Glade gets the sway bar end links. These are my little glass grippolators here that I love so much. So we're gonna knock this off here. We're gonna clean them vent holes out, and we're gonna look at that old nasty gas in there. I don't know if you guys can see down in there that well, but it's got liquid in it, and it's got a bunch of barnacles and whatnot down in there too. So I'd say we're gonna have a little fun cleaning this thing out and see if we can't get some gas up to that carburetor. Well, there's no holes in it, so if we get it cleaned out, we should be okay. Let's pull this crankcase cover off and make sure that the recoil isn't locked up, and see if the motor is spin over that way. Sometimes these here will lock up, they'll rust and get a little stiff to turn. So we'll pull this cover off and pull the spark plug out and check down inside the cylinder there and see if we can get it to bust over and get any compression out of it. These are 7/16. The bolts will hold these in. You got to make sure you pull the throttle hold down off the casing, and then you can just throttle it over, raise up on your throttle, pull that throttle cable out of your way, just stick it down there out of the way. We'll pull the spark plug, coil wire off. I got my microphone off. It started dying for the transistor that changes it over to the phone, so I got it on charge. We'll be back with it in a few minutes. We're just going to speed this up and take this apart, and if anything happens in between, I'll stop the video and commentate. There's no telling what we're going to find under this crankcase cover. There could be a whole mess of wasps under there, and dirt daubers, and miniature raccoons with viper teeth, tarantulas. I don't know, there might even be a porcupine or two under there, I don't know yet. I hope there's no porcupines in there. I don't like them little pricks. You remember the song by Taco, Putting on the Ritz? Go ahead, pause the video, look it up. You'll remember what I'm talking about. If you're old like me, it was something goofy, like maybe 88, 89 maybe. Well, I was sitting yesterday and thinking about that song. I don't know why. But I came up with a little parody version of it. Take some ice cream, please. Eat some cheese. Wait a minute, that ain't how I did it. I'm gonna delete that part. All right, so we're back over here. We got these bolts out. That's all off. All right. You know, got your safety glasses on, bulletproof vests, and athletic cups. Because it's going to get a little hairy here. Hey! Oh, I thought I was going to come right off of there. Hey! It's stuck. Oh, yeah, it's full of mouse stuff. We might have a family or two living in there. Well, good news, motor just turned. So we're not locked up. I think it's this recoil spring here. You like my hammer? Yep. Yep, we're gonna have to do something with that. But the motor, the blade moving. Yep, I can feel the blade. It ain't got a sheared pin. So we're gonna clean this mouse house out of here. I hope they didn't chew through the daggone coil wire. I'll get you down here and show you this mousy house we got here. So look at all that good antivirus. Yep, look at there. They chewed my coil wire right in half. Well, they got hungry, didn't they? Look at that. Well, I think I got a old magneto laying around somewhere. We'll just pull on that and go steal one and put on there. And, but yeah, it ain't really got much compression. But these motors don't really have to have too much compression. They'll run with hardly any compression, to be honest with you. Let's pull on the spark plug, see if it's even built any compression before we go too much further. I'm not going to mess with a magneto, cleaning a fuel tank out and all that good stuff for something that ain't got compression. It's oil fouled, so it's really oily. And the gap has some kind of barnacle stuff ridging the gap, so it probably wasn't getting any fire. It's probably why it was parked. It's got a little bit of compression. I'd say the rings are probably gummed up really bad from the oil and stuff. It's probably stuck. I'd say we probably spray some PB Blaster in there and lay it on its side. The cylinder is on this side here, so if I stand it up, it'll soak down around the top of the piston and get down in them rings. And we'll turn it over a few times, and maybe we get lucky and get a little compression out of it. Maybe it'll fire off. I think I'm just gonna take what's left of this coil wire here and just twist it together like this here. Hook it back on that down there like that, and see if we get any fire. And if it tries to pop off, I'll squirt a little ether in the carb, and if it fires, then we'll go further. If it don't fire, then we'll abandon ship. I need a cold snack. I wish Mama Bunny would hurry up. I don't know. I think she went to Steve's house. Ah. So, I couldn't wait. Have another one of these Hikes Marred Wango. Mike's Hard Mango. Man, go where'd the man go? I don't know, it tastes pretty good. But Mama Bunny ain't back yet. Yeah, I said maybe she went to Steve's house. It's a little joke we got between me and her. She was using talk to text one day, messaging me, and she said something, and I don't know, talk to text, autocorrect, changed it to Steve, and I was like, whoa, who the hell's Steve? She said she had to go pick something up, and it changed it to Steve. She said she had to go pick up Steve, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Who's Steve, and why are you picking him up? It was a little intense, kind of like our last camping trip, but it was funny later on, because that woman wouldn't do nothing to hurt me, and I wouldn't do nothing to hurt her. We joked back and forth with it. It's pretty funny. That day she said something, and it came out Bob. I said, oh, so just go by and pick up Bob and Steve while I'm at work, and just go have fun. Huh? I ain't worried about that. Anyway, I got this Mango Tango stuff. I got the mower flipped up on its side here, and I got some witch dewormer 40 milliliters over here, and we're going to squirt down in there, and I'm going to spin it over by the blade. I can see the valves in there, and one of them isn't really moving that well, so it could even have a stuck valve. So, from what the old fellow that used to own this place was telling me, that Simplicity mower and this is what they used to cut this property with, like 30-something years ago, 32 years ago. And he said this one quit, and then that one was parked because they actually bought a Gravely with the sulky that you stand on and ride behind. So they didn't need the Simplicity no more, and they didn't need the old Snappalator. So he said they were running, you know. Oh, Misa's got a hold of this one pretty good, but we could fix that. But I'm going to see if we can get these valves unstuck and get them rings to come back a little bit. And I don't know. We'll see if we can put a magneto on here and put a little fire maker in it and see what happens. But I really wish she'd get here with my daggum PB Blaster. I mean, I said it again. PBR. PBR. I need a PBR. Semi-refueled. Yeah, I can't give you the real thing yet. I don't have my PBR. Ricky, shut up. Hey, at least it's not a Bud Light like you got in your hand. I see you wearing your pink dress today. Did you borrow that one from your wife? Now, the cylinder is over this way. The valves are over here. And there's actually a valve cover over here that we may pop off if we need to. But I'm going to squirt a little witch dewormer 40 milliliters in here and see what happens from there. Now, this witch dewormer is getting really, really hard to find. There's a couple other types and brands of it that they got them little straws that go up and down and up and down and splatter it in your eye when you do that. And they got some of them as little cans, big cans, and they got like graphite, Molly Lube, witch dewormer, but this particular witch dewormer works pretty good. I dewormed a witch with it last week, and she called me this morning and she said she wasn't bloated no more and she didn't have no more worms. So I stand behind my witch dewormer. All right. Oh, did you hear that click? That valve's moving now. It was not moving too well. Motor's spinning like a breeze there. It don't sound too good. You hear that? We're getting compression back. That blew right in my whip. Yep. 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 Uh-huh. Okay. What's up? Uh-huh. Shut up. That ain't how it goes, is it? I don't know. But it's... That witch dewormer's getting down in there and getting the worms out. It's... Alright. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. What's up? Shut up, Ricky. Yep. I think we're going to have some compression. Well, let's move on to step 5 of 2. And I'm going to go over there in that basement and see if I can find another magneto that'll work on here that don't have a coil wire eaten in half by mouselators and Mises or whatever you want to call them. And you know what? While y'all are right here watching this, I'm going to open up this oh yeah, oh, ran all over my tools. Look at that. It looks like chicken broth, beef broth. Look at that. Is it done draining? Oh, y'all can't even see it. See, I'm a moron. I'll get you down here and show you. You stay right there. I'll put some CLR down in there or something. That old brown crap come out of there. It don't smell too good. I don't even think it's flammable anymore. I'd say it probably isn't. Looks like deck stain. And you see the crunchies down in there? Yeah. Bottoms ain't too bad. I think, well, it was getting wet down into the carb too, so I'm gonna go see if I can get a magneto over here, and I'm gonna see if I can't put that on there. I hear it going woo, woo. So we got some compression coming, and I'm gonna I guess we'll dribble some gas down in the yap here and see if we can make it go bang. I'll be right back. Well, we're back. It's got a little wet. Probably see it all over. I went over there in the barn and had barn sparrows dive bombing me and trying to peck my head off. They don't like going in the barn. It's our barn. They're in there making a home of it, you know. Daggum squatters. And you can't do nothing to them because they're protected by the government, you know. You can't use them for target practice or make a soup or nothing. No. They just grind my gears. Anyway. Oops. Look what a guy found. Magneto. So, we're going to see if we can't make it do and make it throw some Thor juice out of there. And Mama Bunny came home. And wouldn't you know, she got me my PB blasters. I mean, Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's got a P and a B, so it confuses me sometimes. Don't, Ricky, shut. You're drinking Bud Light, so hush. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. No, shh. No. How's your estrogen levels? Kind of like a V8, you know? Refueled. All right. I think the sky's done peeing on me. So we'll pull this magneto off and get this other one cleaned up and get it on there. And look, I mean, it's even got the little booty doodad thingy for the spark pluginator. So maybe it won't electrocute lightning up my arm and zap my nipple. So we'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna drink about 5 more of these PB blasters, and I keep calling them PB blasters. It's been a few days since I've had a couple, or 10, maybe. I think so, yeah. Get old, you forget stuff, you know. I do a lot of work. I've been doing a lot of driving. Then I've been doing a lot of stupid jokes on shorts, you know. I don't know if y'all watch them, but gotta go check them out. And guys, you gotta please support my channel. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. And I also, on July 4th, am holding a drawing for all my subscribers that like and comment my videos. Now, you can't get on one video and comment 500 times and get 500 entries. Each comment on each video, as long as you're a subscriber, like my content, subscribe, and leave a comment. I don't care if you say, hey, you suck. It's a comment. I don't care. But support my channel. Like and subscribe. And on July 4th, on our nation's birthday, I'm holding a drawing. One lucky subscriber is going to... Excuse you. One lucky subscriber is going to win our first contest on the channel for a $150 O'Reilly gift card. Now, you know, I know it's just $150, but, you know, $150 helps right now. And I really don't have $150, but I'm taking that out of my pocket to give to one of you guys because I'm trying to build my channel. I'm trying to do something here. You know, I'd like to be the next Vice Grip Garage, maybe. I mean, I'd never get that big. I'll never be that good. I'm not even that funny. I'm pretty stupid, actually. You know? Why'd I say that on TV? I don't know. It's the truth, though. But, you know, help a guy out. Let me help you out. I want to bring some better things to the channel. And, you know, who knows? One day we might do an LS swap on something. And we might raffle it and give it away and do a contest, you know? And I'll come bring it to you personally. Hand you the keys. Drink a PB Blaster with you. A PBR with you. Why do I keep calling it a PB Blaster? I need another swaller. That's what it is. Swaller. Barn swallers. That's them. See, get away. They're over there dive bombing right now. They're looking for me. I was just over there. And one went down and knocked my sunglasses sideways on my hat. I mean, he hit me for real. He had a hell of a right hook. I think I got a bruise. Enough running my mouth about stupid stuff. Let's get this monolower working. Alright, so we're back down here. I got the magneto unbolted. And I'm going to show you a little something. If I can figure out why. But I didn't bring it with me. Right back. Now, if you don't want to pull the flywheel completely off to change one of these magnetos, there's a wire. It runs underneath to a condenser point system. And that don't usually go bad. So if you cut the wire on your donor longer than the one you got, and then the one you're taking off, if you cut it closer up here, you got plenty there to splice to. And you can put a butt connector in there and, you know, heat shrink it, tuck it down, you're good to go. And, you know, this little ground here, all you got to do is bring it back up and put it on one of your screws to hold it down to the block. And you're golden. And then set your gap and you're good to go. Now, this one here broke off the little ring terminal. And I'm going to pull this one off real quick. And I'm just going to snip the little wire there and show you what I'm talking about. There. That little ring terminal. Now, that one's gone on the other one. So I'm just going to split it right here. And if you look at it, it's twisted together already. So I'm just going to twist it together. And it's just a ground. It'll be fine. It's just a lawnmower. It's not a top fuel dragster. You know, it's not going to go 1,000 miles an hour. It's just going to turn a blade and chop some grass. Maybe. It may not. I don't know. It may not run. And then we'll just body slam it out here a few times and run it over with the Escalade and set fire to it. Sound good? All right. So, I'm going to work on getting this other one cleaned up and mounted. I don't like looking at my hands when I'm talking. You know, I'm Polish. I talk with my hands anyways. I'm a hand talker. I need some more PB Blaster. Refueled. Oh, yeah. And this here is a heat shield. Now, if you look at these coils, they got a little rivet sticks up. And this heat shield goes back this way because right here is the head. And that heat's coming up from that exhaust. And this thing gets hot and it's going to break down just like a coil on your car. So when you get this set in place and you get a screw set, you line that up with that rivet and then you just kind of wiggle it and then it lines your hole up for your bolt and then you put it on there and just protects it. It's not that hard. It's raining again. See the stuff I do for you guys? I'm out here making content in the friggin' rain. Well, let's get it done. This is the bad one, so. Trying to strip that wire without pulling the friggin' points out of the casing here. I don't want that. I'm trying to strip this wire so we can splice it together. And it's not cooperating. There we went. There. Yep, got it. Perfect. And it's a copper coil wire, so it's pretty easy. Got plenty of extra here. Don't cut very well, or strip, shall I say. It's kind of like a plug wire. See that protective jacket? It's like a ceramic cloth. Take a pair of side cutters and cut that off from around it. Well, that didn't work. Nope. That went down in there, and somebody broke that wire. That wire was broke, so we're going to have to cut it back down here now. So that's why I always say cut it longer off your donor. Tell you what, for a Sunday, it's really busy out there. That highway has just been singing and zinging all day. Is today a holiday? I don't think so. I know I'm getting wet. Things I do for y'all. But you know what? Y'all my subscribers. Future subscribers. Alright, I'm going to get some butt connectors, connect this thing up, go ahead and screw it down, and then probably get me another PB blaster. Whoa! Get me another PB blaster, PBR, and squirt some fire maker in this thing and change the spark plug, and I don't know, see if it goes bang. We'll be right back. You know, it's just raining too daggum much, and I ain't got a garage because I'm broke, you know. That place across the street over there would be great, but it belongs to a buddy of mine. He's a plumber, so that don't do no good for me. I gotta get out of this rain before I get pneumonias or pneumonia. How do you pneumonia? Why don't it start with an N? I don't know. I gotta get out of this rain. I'm wet. I'm starting to have a back crack waterfall, sweaty and humid. And I got a dog hanging herself from a swing on the front porch. She's mad. I didn't give her no treats. So there'll be a part 2. Probably have to be next weekend. But y'all have a good Sunday. Or try to stay dry. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but I'm trying to do something for you guys. I'm sorry. Y'all have a good day. While I'm still out here getting wet, I figure I'd come back and tell you guys, you know, I forgot to tell you, a buddy of mine has a 2012, 8 Buick Enclave, and it slung the timing components, and it lost all compression, and it's way out of time, and it's just a big process to tear that thing all the way apart and retime it and replace valves and pull the heads. And we just found a used motor for it, and we got lucky and found a used motor and a transmission out of a low mileage car, cheap, guaranteed. And here in the next week or two, should be on the channel. It's my buddy that's got the Montero, supposed to be doing a revival on maybe, and we're gonna drop the cradle and swap the motor and trans out and put it back up in there and get his wife rolling. So y'all stay tuned for that. But until then, y'all have a good day, a good week, good weekend, and God bless each and every one of you. I love each one of my subscribers. Thank you.